Alright, looks like we have more DirectX 11 context creation to do. Oh, hold on. Let's change the scaling. Alright. Code and are we compiling? No? Yes? Yes, we are. Okay. So we've got this far. We have debugging. We also have a device and the context and debugging. Okay, what's next? So we need to get down here to actually create the swap chain. But before we can do that, it looks like we need another device and an adapter and the factory. Okay, let's look at the reference. Yeah. Okay. So we've got the swap chain, yeah, that's where what we're trying to get to. Well, actually, yeah, all of this device, whatever, yeah, that looks like they all three of them are required just to create the swap chain. Okay. So to get the DXGI device, why do we need this? Because to create a swap chain we need a factory, but to get the factory we need an adapter, and to get the adapter we need the DXGI device, and to get that we need to query the D3D11 device. Of course. Okay, well, DXGI device, let's see. Scope this. So we need to query OBS getting in the way. There we go. So we've got to query the device. So device has a method on it. Device LPV table query interface. Yeah. Query interface, and we pass itself to it, and then we tell it what kind of interface we want, which is this thing, but with an IID prefix. And then that's the return value, which is the address of this, but it has to be a void star star. It's a cast void star star. Okay. And of course this query interface thing returns a result, an H result. So let's H results. Is this the only query interface? I don't think it's the only query interface. What do I even call it? I mean, sure, query interface result, why not? Zero on success. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, so we query the interface to get the result. So now this is filled. Now we need the adapter. So we query the DXGI device to get the adapter, right? Yep. So DXGI device has a DXGI device LPV table get adapter. It's get adapter. Then we pass itself to that, but we don't need to specify anything other than the return value. Okay, I'm guessing this also returns an H result. Yeah. Come on. There. Okay. Does that compile? That compiles. So we get the adapter, then we get the factory, which is get parent. So a parent of an adapter is a factory. Well, of course. LPV table get parent, then DXGI adapter, and now we need to supply the interface ID here, which is that it's factory 2. Actually, it's factory 2 void star star, and yeah, then we just supply the address of this cast to a void star star. Okay. H result get parent result is that assert okay. So is the documentation gonna tell us anything useful about like what this is and how it's different from the D3D11 device? Okay, is this device 2? No, it's not device 2, it's just it's the normal device. No, not really. No, it's just it's designed to use DXGI objects. Yeah, that's very helpful. Why does this exist? I don't know. We already have a D3D11 device. Why do we also need this thing? Who knows? Get adapter. It returns an adapter. What's an adapter? A display subsystem, as opposed to a derived class object that produce image data. Okay. Yeah. And then get, didn't we call get parent on the adapter? IDXGI adapter. We called get parent on it. That's not even, what? Oh, is that just like a generic? Yeah, it's that one. And you just have to know that the parent of an adapter is a factory, but not just think that it's factory 2, actually. I see. Okay. Okay, now that we have all these things, now we can create the swap chain, presumably, at some point. Maybe now. Okay, create swap chain for hwind. What does this, actually does this, it also doesn't format correctly. Def not off. Okay. So that one, so that is the description. Okay, the description already filled out. Description's fine. Create swap chain for hwind. Okay, so P device is actually not a device, it's a factory. I see. Then the device is the second parameter. Wait, what? Ah, wait, no, this is like, this is just itself. Oh wait, no, it isn't. Wait, is it? Oh yeah, it's a method in the factory. Yes. There. So vDevice is a device, but it's the D3D11 device. It's not the DXGI device, which is a different device. Then window is each window. Did we pass that in? No. Also, width and height. Do we actually need to specify? Oh no, if you specify 0, it gets it from hwind. Okay, well, we don't actually need to pass width and height then. But we do need the hwind here. Yeah. Oh, they're different types, technically. They're different types. Because this is using the built-in bindings, and that's using D3D11 stuff. Yeah, what a great system. Yeah, so it's just what happens when you use bindings, you know? Just what happens. Well, we could just cast it. Whatever. Yeah. Can we, I mean, we can't really call it this way either. And we can't really import that type because it will conflict with the hwind. I mean, it is nice to use built-in bindings because you get autocomplete. So, I don't know, let's just, I mean, we know it's a void star anyway, so whatever. Alright. Unidentified, oh yeah, because it's on the PV table. For this thing, it's like that. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so the device is that device, but we need to cast it to an unknown star. Of course we do. And then it's hwind. Then it's p description. Yeah, so that's just the description of the swap chain. Yeah. Yeah, well, this one will just cast. They're all void star variations anyway, like who cares? Okay, P full screen desk. Null, and then let's return value. Actually, is that gonna work? Maybe. Maybe it will. Do we have swap chain anywhere? I don't think so. Well, it's gonna be IDXGI swap chain 1. Well, actually, we're gonna need that on the struct. IDXGI swap chain 1 star swap chain. Okay, so we just pass the address of that. Let's see if that works even. Too few arguments. So you can't. Because there are no defaults, of course. Well, it's null, but let's see, what are the names? P full screen desk is null, and P restrict to output is null. Okay, that compiles. Now this thing, we need to also assert that that's a 0. Assert. Alright, well, let's run it. From here, I guess. Okay, DXGI device. That is initialized. Query interface 0, then that is the adapter. Got it. That is the factory, we got it. That's just the description of the thing. Then we, for some reason, executes those lines. Okay. As if there is anything to execute. Well, I mean, we seem to have filled out the swap chain with something, and this result is 0. So that works. Swap chain LPV table release swap chain. Okay, so when we exit, we need to destroy that. Otherwise, the graphics driver may crash. Yeah, close it. Okay, apparently, we didn't terminate. Okay. So we got 3 things here, right? We got device, adapter, and factory, and all 3 of them need to be released. Device, then we've got adapter, and then we've got factory. So all 3 of these need to do LPV table release themselves, like that. Okay, launch, close, yes, no, alright. Okay, well that is the swap chain. Okay, what's next? Oh yeah, there is a gotcha here, which is the alt enter thing. So while we have the factory, we need to say make window association. We're going to call window association on it. DXGI factory LPV table make window association, pass itself to it. Factory window, that's hwind, and DXGI MWA no alt enter. DXGI MWA no alt enter. Let's look that up. Yeah, so you pass the flags, and the flags are just one of these 3. So it doesn't respond to an alt enter when you do that, presumably. Okay, well, unidentified identifier though. Is it unidentified? I mean, it's right there. Ah, it's got it's got these parentheses which just trip up. What's the flag supposed to be? uint? Oh my god, come on. Cast hwind. I think we have a hard-coded variable elsewhere, like here is SDK version. SDK version, yeah, so yeah, this constant is also not available for some reason. Const, like, what's this supposed to be? Oh yeah, we can't know. We can't know what it's supposed to be. SDK version, it's a uint. Oh my god. 7. Let's remove the hard coding here. Alright. Yeah. Actually, let's see if that does much of anything. If we just run it and I press Alt-Enter, it doesn't do anything. Now, what if we don't do this? Oh my god, oh dear Christ. Oh man, that was awful. It really did change the monitor resolution. Okay, that I don't want to split. I don't want to just full screen. Yeah, this is yeah. We need it. We need this. We need this. Yeah. I guess we don't really need to check for error on that. Because, well, what do we? I mean, we're checking for error everywhere else. Oh, it's right there. Return value, H result, so just check for 0. Is it even 0? Seemingly, yeah, I could. Well, alright, is that all for the actual creation of the debug, swap chain? Yeah, I think that's all up to here. Okay, we have a swap chain, which means we can do some things. Okay, so there is another gotcha here. Which is we are using a flipped presentation model. So we need to pass that to the X style. Which I think is gonna mean that our window is transparent. Yeah. It's transparent on creation. But that's fine. Yeah, alright. So that is the swap chain. Now I'm gonna commit it. Swap chain, hwind. Yeah. It's just new code. Release the swap chain. Also had a width and height somewhere. Oh yeah, we removed that. That's fine. That's also fine. Okay, create swap chain. Now another thing I wanted to do is look at the assert behavior. So if we have a variable and we assert on it, excuse me. What? It just, what? Yeah, not confidence inspiring, this whole dub build system. I have to change it. Especially given that it doesn't actually compile these files, it just kind of pulls declarations out of them. Alright. So that will crash. Yeah, and it crashes like that. Expression X. Well, yeah. So I don't really want this. Whatever it is. What I want is to just hold in the debugger. I don't need the message. And I think we can achieve that. So DMD help assert check. Okay. Check action. Okay, so it's something like this. It's dash check equals something, and then I mean it's on or off. I mean we do want them to be on. I just want this check action. All right, let's see. DMD check action H D C A hold. Yeah, we just want hold. We just want hold. How do I make that happen? Just D flags? Check action equals hold. Is that possible? Maybe. Yeah, so UD2, what is that? What even is a UD2? What? I mean, can we step over that? Let's see. Is this a step over? No. Step in? No. Step out? No. I see, so we can't actually step over asserts when it's UD2 thing. What the fuck is the UD2? So jump not 0 to, where is this? C9? No, it's just here. Oh, so it literally just jump over this one instruction. I mean, that is lightweight, it's one instruction. Except what's a UD2? x64 assembly reference. Let's find out. Is this the full list? Evidently not. It's just UD2. Well, let's look at the ones that start with a U. No. No. Can we? Yeah, we can. The hell's a UD2? Okay, oh, what? UD2. Okay, that is not anything. That is not anything. What? Undefined instruction. Oh. Oh. I see. UD0. That is 0F0B. Yeah, that's what we got. UD2. Raise invalid opcode exception. I mean, that's one way to halt the program. Except there is an actual opcode for it. And okay. But why are there 3 of them? Do we need all 3? Maybe. Okay, whatever. Okay, so this is good. This is good though. This is what I want. And look, it stops right at the assert, not like 15,000 layers deep into the standard library somewhere. Yeah, this is way better. Amazing. Let's commit that. Okay, we don't really need the temp.txt. Yeah, we don't really need that either. Yeah. Make assert just hold. Sync. Okay. Okay, what's next with this? Swap chain, we just did that. Vertex, yeah, I'm not gonna be creating a triangle for now, so we're not gonna need any of this. Yeah, we're not gonna need any shaders. We don't need to compile these things. Well, we will eventually. Just not right now. Yeah, we don't need the uniform either. Well, a constant buffer, as DirectX 11 calls it. Texture view. Yeah, we're not gonna have any textures or samplers. Well, or blending, so we're not gonna be doing any of that, or rasterization. I just wanna clear the screen in the color. Depth, no, well, I mean, we're not gonna have that in general. Ah, there we go. Okay, so process messages. And then after the message processing, we do this whole clear state, release, whatever. Okay, so this is how you handle resizing. Is inside the message loop you check if you need to resize, and then you resize. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Except, so in create window, what was the window proc? Oh, what was it on the class? Window proc. Okay, so it doesn't actually do much, this window proc. Okay, well, for now, we're just gonna stick with that. Okay, process messages, and then just every time get the size. I mean, okay. And keep track of what the current width and height is. I mean, it's not gonna present. It's not gonna result in very smooth resizing. This. But I mean, either way, the procedure is gonna be the same. So we need to call this in here. Well, somewhere in here. Paint in window proc. So for now, we're not going to be painting in the window proc, we're just going to be painting here. And yeah, so we have this D3D11 renderer thing. And just call draw something. Void draw. That compiles. And it can just do whatever, being yeah, so it's got the swap shade, the context, and the device. So that's all we have for now. So this RTView thing. RTView is initialized to null, and then we aren't really touching it. Okay. Well, random target view is something we're gonna need. D3D11 render target view RT view. Compile, yeah. Actually, do we have like draw and yeah, we do. Okay, well, I mean, we were past the window, the H wind, so we could just keep that around. We know we're only gonna have one window. So, and since we have to pass that in anyway, we might as well just keep it. And we don't actually need to cast in the other places, like here and here. Yeah. Oh my god, again with the can't find. Is it because it's deleting the file too fast or something? Yeah, probably. Yeah, so we can get the rect from the window. We need to pass a pointer to it though. So, rect. Does that work? Yeah. Rect. Get client rect. Okay, we're not importing anything. We're just calling it from Windows to H. Okay, get client rect. What are we passing to it? Window, so H wind, and pointer to the result rect. Okay, so get client rect will return some kind of status code as well. Return value is non-zero. Yeah, I might as well just check everything. Okay, we can always remove these. So we get the client rect, then we work out what the width and height is, but we also need to keep track of what the current width and height is, which is also initialized to 0. What are these? What's the rect? Rect MSD, and what type does it use? Long? Well, I mean that's a C long. It's a Windows long, which is like just an int. I mean, int window width. I mean, can we like embed a struct in here? Let's see. Is that possible? I mean, this is a... What do you mean no identifier? Just like that? Undefined identifier. Can you not like inline a struct this way? Inline struct something. Okay, oh, nested struct. I mean, this is completely unreadable. Come on. No, none of this. Static initial. Yeah, but like, what? I want to nest a struct. I want to nest it. A surprising thing you can do. Okay, what is the surprising thing you can do? That's just nested functions. I mean, yeah. Like, yeah, of course you can nest a function. Why is that surprising? Nested functions and properties. Passing nested structs. Okay, so there is definitely a concept of nested structs. Except it's nested in a function rather than anything else. Okay, can you not then? Can you not then? Or is it like struct? Oh wait, struct win. Like, is that what you want? Like, oh yeah, that works. It's just, what are we gonna use for width and height? Int. Yeah. And now this hwind is just window hwind. Did you mean function bind? No. And the width and height is gonna be initialized to 0. Which is fine. Yeah, I mean that is what happens here as well. Okay, so we work out the width and the height. Where, like, well, I mean, let me do the resizing. Yeah. Okay, so all of this just kind of is kind of its own thing. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so we get the rect. Okay, so and then we do int width. Well, actually, we already have width as a int. Oh god. Actually, we don't have width as a field. Width is rect. What was it? Rect. Right. And height is rect top and bottom minus top. Yep. If RT view is null or the width changed, right? So width isn't window width or height isn't window height. So at the end of this, we're gonna update and height. So that. So if we have an RT view, we need to release the RT view. Clear state, release render target view. So context has a function lpv table called what? Clear state. Yeah. And then we need to release the render target RT view lpv table release RT view. We don't have the GS view. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Just release it and set it to null. Okay, so both of them have to be not zero in order for us to successfully resize. I see. If width isn't zero and height isn't zero, then we go in and do this. So we just call the resize buffers on the swap chain. Resize buffers swap chain. Yeah. We'll resize buffers on the swap chain and let's see what that takes. Buffer count, so that's the swap chain, except we have a swap chain 1, not a swap chain. Is there another one? Buffers, or do they like inherit from each other or something? Who knows? I mean, it's definitely a swap chain 1 resize buffers. Is there a different one here? Doesn't look like it. Buffer count, width, height, new format, swap chain flags. Yeah, we don't really need any of these, I don't think. Resize buffers. Unknown format. Set this to unknown to preserve. Yeah. Okay. So swap chain, then next count is like it's buffer count. Set this to 0 to preserve the man, just the intuitive nature of this API is something else. Then we pass the width and the height. DXGI format unknown. And then the flags are 0. Yeah. So I'm guessing this will return something. H result. Okay. So once we resized buffers, we need to create the view no, we just ask the swap chain for a buffer, and then we create random target view. I see. Okay, so swap chain get buffer. Yeah. Swap chain, and what does this? I mean, I'm guessing this is kind of generic function. Well, or maybe not. Buffer index, which is 0. Yeah, which, I mean, yeah, okay. So get this buff, okay, so that's a 0. And then we're getting a texture out of it, which is what? D3D11 texture 2D, like that? Yeah, back buffer. Okay. Well, that's the last argument. Here we also need to tell it that we need that interface specifically. Like that. And we need to cast this to avoid star star. Okay. And of course this will return a result, I'm guessing. Yeah, just H results. Oh, really? Really, it just wants to do that, huh? It just wants to do that. What if I do this? No, that's allowed. I see. Get buffer result 0. Yeah. Okay, then we create render target view, and that's on the device. Yeah. And then we pass it the back buffer. Except it has to be cast to a resource. and then we pass something else. So that is the resource description. So we don't need anything special, I guess. So we just pass null. And then we pass null, and then we pass RTView. That. All right. This is return H result. Okay. So resize, create, and then we don't need the back buffer anymore. We can release it. Again with the... Yeah, probably have to switch build systems, just do it manually. Compile all the stuff manually. That was not working for me, clearly. Okay, well, I mean, I guess let's step through that. Okay, so what's the rect? Identify rect not found. Amazing. Well, at least we have the width and the height, so that's something. Yeah, that seems about right. We don't have that. Okay, there's the resize buffer result, there's the back buffer. Back buffer, yeah, we got it. There is... Okay. Now we need to assert that it's 0, not that it's not there. Okay. And then we release the back buffer. Alright. So if we run it, okay, so we don't seem to be crashing, except right here. Okay, so what happened there? There is no window. There is no window. So that fails when there is no window. I see. So we still call this draw somehow. Presumably because we got the message that we closed. But that went into... Oh, it might have gone into the... Yeah, the close message might have gone into the window proc, which then posted the quit message, but we haven't got it yet. I mean, we could just do if here. Like, if we couldn't get the rect, then clearly we can't do much. So might as well go in there, like that. And of course, access is denied. Okay, can we resize, like we... yeah, we can resize, and we can close. Apparently something's still alive. RT view, I'm guessing? Yeah, because what else are we keeping? Yeah, with RT-view. RT-view needs to be destroyed as well. But like only if we have it. Because it might have, like, it's not always there, right? Okay. Yeah, we seem, yeah, this is fine. Okay. We don't need depth or stencil, we just need the render target. Okay, so if we have the RT view, then let's draw the thing. Okay. That, like that. Yeah. So if we have the RT view, then we want to do the drawing. Okay, well, we're not setting up any matrices. Yeah, we don't need the delta time. We do need the viewport. Okay, so if we have the RT view, that means the window size is not 0, right? Assert window width isn't 0 and the window height isn't 0. I don't think you can have an RT view and have one of these be 0 at the same time. Okay. So given that we're here, don't need that viewport. We need the viewport. D3D11 viewport. We just kind of need the width and the height and the max depth. I mean, we don't really need depth, like at all. Let's just try setting the width and the height. Oh wait, is that? Well, it's a cast float. Is it called something else? D3D11 underscore all capitals viewport. What do you mean it has no effect? What does that mean? Does it have an effect now? No. Can you not cast this to a float or something? Like what's going on here? Well, doesn't it create the thing? Wait, are these commas? Yeah. Well, whatever. Width. Yeah, my depth probably don't need that. I guess I'll put a to do here. Do we need depth, or max depth, even if we are not using depth? Okay. Clear screen. Well, there it is. So we want a float for color is 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. It's RGBA. Yeah. Does it? It's that. Unresolved external symbol memset float. Oh my god! I just. All right. File open recent DMD2. What's it called again? Underscore memset float. Memset float. Yeah, well, there it is. Yeah, just put it alongside the other one. Is it external C? No, it's not any kind of external anything. Okay. The below. It mangles it, right? Now these are the same. It's just instead of okay. Yeah, we don't need this. Really not confidence inspiring this compiler, to be honest. Given that it doesn't insert its own, like it inserts calls to these memsets, but then it doesn't insert the actual memsets. How does that make any sense? So the context wants to clear render target view with that color. Okay, context. LPV table. Clear render target view. Context. RT view and color. Is that gonna work? I mean, let's see. Yeah. This render target view. I'm guessing I need to pass like the address of the first element or something. And that'll work. Is that gonna work? No. Yeah, it's specifically the address of the first, yeah. Which is what happens automatically in C. We don't have the depth stencil view, we don't need the matrix. Okay, we don't really need any of this. Input assembler, vertex, rasterization, pixel output, draw, like we're not drawing anything, right? There we go. Now we can just present. Which is on the swap chain. Swap chain LPV table present swap chain vsync, yeah, we want that, and then whatever else it takes. can we close this? MSDN swap chain present flags. Well, yeah, we don't really need any of that. I'm guessing clear and the target view returns something. H result? Might as well check for weird. No? It doesn't return anything. It never fails. If only they were all like that. Can we go back? Now this returns an H result though. And actually this H result we do need to check. If it's occluded, that means the window is minimized. So if it's occluded, then it's minimized. Otherwise, okay. If present result is, what is the DXGI status occluded, then, you know, sleep for 10 milliseconds, so something like that. Did I misspell? DXGI status occluded. Occluded. Or is it one of those? Oh dear Christ, what does this do? It doesn't do much or anything. Just casts it. Well, it's that. Then we sleep. Otherwise, we need to assert that it's 0. Yeah, just assert that it's 0 for now. We'll see under what circumstances it's not 0. Oh, what happened there? What? Alright. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like it's filling the. So this is not very smooth, but at least it's not crashing. Okay, let's see. Do we ever enter into this? Well, not here. Oh man, look at the jank. The jank though. The jank. So if we minimize it, we're still not entering into that. Interesting. So we're not. What does MSDN have to say about status occluded? The window content is not visible. You will not receive occluded if you're using a flip. Okay. So we're not actually getting that, but okay, well, fine. Let's just leave it. Just leave it. It's not hurting us too much. So let's leave it there. Yep. Okay, looks like we are running. And we're drawing the skull. Also, What is that color? What is that color? Let's find out. Color cop. Beta. Self-installing. Can I just get a zip? Is this like still no? So the beta never turned out to be anything other than a beta. Extract to color cop. Yeah. Do we have a drawing? No. Alright. 25, which is 0.1 of 255. So this is the expected color. No weirdness going on there. Alright. Close. Alright, well, the next step would be to actually draw something other than a clear screen, but for now, I think this is sufficient. Present a cleared screen. Alright, well that's enough for today.